he was a force. Mm-hmm. This man, in 6 days, has become the top male face of the company.
At least the hottest one.
He should
by far.
I won't. I'm not even saying hottest. He gets the most cheers. Mm-hmm. He gets the loudest cheers. As of right now, as of 9 days ago, as of this recording, okay, he is the top face, the top male face in the company, okay, and no matter how the WWE wants to slice it, okay, yeah, he's getting the title shot at Fastlane. Mm-hmm. Goody. Whatever. He shouldn't be getting the title shot at Fastlane. He should be getting the title shot at WrestleMania. Because
I'm calling it now. It's going to be either a stipulation or a triple threat match at Mania. Bryan versus Kofi for the title.
But you know that now they're talking. They're talking about. They're talking about a New Day breakup and Kofi having that as his Mania match. As of right now, I
don't buy it just yet.
They're talking about Daniel Bryan KO.
Yeah, that's
at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. Daniel Bryan.
I'm like, no.
Actually, there's a small list of people for Bryan at WrestleMania. Two of them is actually KO and Bray.
But I mean, like, after the last 9 days, how can you deny the impact that Kofi has had?
Yeah.
Okay,
he's a wild card in this whole thing. I think they're going to make him change their plans.
They did make him change their plans. He took Mustafa Ali's spot. Not just in the chamber match.
But change plans again.
Not even in the chamber match, just
but
in general.
I guarantee you, in the chamber match, Ali wouldn't have made it to the final two. The plan was only for the gauntlet match that Ali was going to have that Kofi had the Ali spot. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kofi made the WWE have him be the final two in the chamber match, and let me tell you, man. Okay, first of all, the Jeff Hardy elimination, perfect. That was.
He was the only one that actually felt like he really shouldn't have been there.
But I mean, like the way he got eliminated, he hit his finisher, was all discombobulated, took a knee, got out of there. That's it, and it was there were no missteps on the actual finisher. So it's like that actually looked really good. So I'm like, okay, so Jeff Hardy did have a purpose being in there. Makes sense.
Yarp.
Okay, Samoa Joe. Woof. That's it. This guy can't. This guy is always the first one eliminated. Always. That's it.
He's gonna get that title eventually. He's basically being like they're like having him be like, okay, you're just gonna keep taking these falls. Don't worry, you will get the title because Vince is still high on you. Vince still likes you a lot.
Kofi Kingston
gets his back on Randy Orton.
Stupid.
He got that back on SmackDown, but he actually pinned Randy Orton in the chamber.
Now it's payback. It's like, you got your payback for me trashing your car. This is me payback for you getting your payback for trashing your car.
It was classic, and the last 15 minutes of this match was classic. Pure babyface, pure heel. Tell me a year ago that Daniel Bryan wasn't going to be getting cheered by anybody at this point.
I still cheer him.
He's a good character. At that show.
At the show.
Not looking at anything. Not looking at who we like.
It's not even just that. It's just character-wise.
You got everybody.
I like his character. I like his story.
Nobody.
I like his belt.
Nobody at that show wanted Daniel Bryan to win. At the show. Mm-hmm. Everybody wanted Kofi Kingston to win, And when he hit that Trouble in Paradise, for one split second, I was like, "Holy shit!"
They're actually going to do it.
And as soon as Daniel Bryan won, the air seemed like it just got sucked out of the room. It was like,
as soon as he tried to jump off the top rope, I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
It's not even just off the rope; it was off the pod.
As soon as he climbed up to the top of the pod, I was like, "This is it."
I love this. I really do love this new design for the chamber.
This is, and I was like, "This is where he fucked up." He was good.
That's your stupid.
This is where he fucked. He's climbing up to the pod. I'm like, here we go. Time to be Jeff Hardy. That's it. Every time he climbs to the top of something and leap it off, every time he climbs to the top of a tall structure and jumps off, he misses. So it's like, okay, time for Kofi Kingston to do the Jeff Hardy and take the pin. So he did the Jeff Hardy. He took the running knee. 1, 2, 3.
The second running knee since he kicked out the first one.
Everything, all the air gets sucked out of the building. Daniel Bryan does a smart thing and bails. Okay, and Kofi Kingston gets
a new day.
And Kofi Kingston gets the
thank you, Kofi.
You did so well. That's I don't like bringing this man up. But getting the Chris Benoit after the Chris Benoit Kurt Angle Royal Rumble 2003 match. The 2003? 2000? One of them.
I don't remember what year that was.
One of them, but the match was so good that Kurt Angle got out of there and Chris Benoit got the standing ovation from the crowd. Kofi Kingston got that. Well deserved because he was the star of this match by far.
Easy. And honestly, I could not be more hyped to see where this goes and to see if they're actually going to finally pull the trigger on Kofi. But all that aside, looking at this show as a whole, what would you give this on a scale of 1 to 5, the facial hair rating? What would you give this?
I'm gonna be completely honest. It was hard to get this to a classic goatee. It was hard because, as I said, it was the tale of two shows. Okay, the good was very good. Okay, the two elimination chambers were great, and the cruiserweight title was great. But what was in between? Holy shit, was bad. It was bad. So it was hard to sit through It was hard to sit through the meat of the show. The bookends were great. The meat was the middle was horrible, man. Was not a fan. But because of how good the elimination chambers and the cruiserweight title were, I can't go peach fuzz. But I can go classic OT.
I'm going to agree with you and say classic OT, but just because of how satisfying the whole show was front to back, I'm going to give this a high classic OT. Because of how satisfying the beginning and end were, with just enough of a twist to make it interesting, I was contemplating giving it a full beard, but I'm just going to settle for a high classic goatee. 3 out of 5. I'd even be a 3.75 out of 5, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Fool?
I'm going to go classic goatee as well. I'm kind of, I guess you're in stake. It's like a low classic goatee. You're a high classic goatee. I'm just the classic goatee.
Evening it all out.
You're right. Yeah, Buddy Murphy and Akira Tozawa, wrestling wise, it was match of the night. Bayley and Sasha Banks, the Elimination Chamber, that was very good for what it was. Sloppy beginning, but satisfying ending. The second chamber match, the men's for the WWE Championship, was like story-wise, complete package match of the night. But yeah, Usos Miz, Shane McMahon, it was good, and the ending was complete shocker to me, which kind of keeps me invested on what's going on SmackDown. Granted, we're probably going to have the breakup at Fastlane, but until then, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Finn Balor, handicap match, I didn't like that match. I didn't like how things were. I didn't like how it was being booked, Finn Balor wise. But the guy who I wanted to win the Intercontinental Championship won the Intercontinental Championship, and hopefully they'll actually have him do amazing things with that belt. And then the Ronda Rousey, Ruby Riott, Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman, I hated. I didn't enjoy anything about that. Especially with Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman, you throw the fact that these three guys are still together. Why? Especially after they're not going anywhere with that. And I don't even know if this is the end of Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman, which makes me feel sick to my stomach just thinking about it. This is what you're using Braun Strowman for, a worthless match with a worthless Baron Corbin. But yeah, it was an enjoyable enough show to just give it a classic OT.
And there you have it. Classic OTs all around. Now you've heard what we have to say. Now we want to hear what you think. Leave us a comment all across the internet, no matter where you're listening to us or viewing us. Whether you're looking at us on YouTube, hello. Leave us a comment. Leave us some likes. You know the deal by now. If you're on Facebook, look us up. Just run a search for the Scholars of Wrestling Show. And of course, if you want to get a little up close and personal, check us out on Twitter. You can find us at ScholarsOW for all the latest wrestling and episode uploads. You can also join in on the commentary by checking us out on our own personal Twitter machines. Fool, where can he reach you?
You can reach me at the Avataric.
Mr. Brian, where can he reach you?
You can find me getting yelled at by wrestling journalists at Atomic Beanpole.
And you can watch me being completely confused by that statement.
Who yelled at you?
I'm Robbie Rage.
Who yelled at you?
You'll find out.
Ooh, mysterious. In the meantime, you know who we are. Until next time, where we find out who yelled at whom, we are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome. See you next week for more mysteries and fun.
Yay!